Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another plan with me to share with you all, and this week we are planning for the first week of October, October 1st to October 7th, and does it just make anybody else super satisfied when the first of the month lands on a Monday, so you start your week off in your planner fresh on the first date with no months mixing in? It's such a weird thing to find satisfying, but I do. I find it very, very pleasing. So yeah, for this week, it is the first week of all the spooptacular kits I have in store for my beautiful planner, except for 1 week. Next week, we're starting spoops this week, and then we're putting it on a hiatus. If anyone ever watched Big Brother this year, Yatus, you get it. But yeah, because it's gonna be Bennett's first birthday next week. Well, this week that you're watching it, and you gotta put a pause on spoops to use a Bennett kit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, for the bottom washi this week, I did cut it in half and then pair it with a ScribblePrintsCo Simply Gilded collab washi. I'm pretty sure she is releasing more of these. I just watched her plan with me before I put up my own, and I'm pretty sure she said she's going to be releasing more of these, so do not fret. You may get your hands on this washi. It's super cool. It fit this kit perfectly, and I was so excited to use it because I didn't have any of the cool foil overlays from the Sticky Committee, the ones with the little trick-or-treat stuff on it. By the time I realized I wanted it, it wouldn't have gotten here in time, so I was like, the bows will do. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm like putting down all of the full boxes, and then I am placing a overlay from ScribblePrintsCo with the stars on it. This is available in the shop still, I believe so. I'm like 100% sure it's still in the shop. But yeah, so each box is getting a foil overlay. I never thought I'd be that person, but here I is. And then 2 of the boxes are actually getting a silver foiled quote like overlay from the Glam Planner, because one says it's not because, this was not a cause and effect situation, but one says boo, and I put it on the little plate of cookies with the ghost, and then the other one says trick or treat, and I put it on the little trick or treat basket. So yeah, that is the base of the kit. I did put down all the deco off camera just because there is no rhyme or reason to the way I do it, and I feel like I put it at such a high speed that it's hard to follow anyway, so it's there kind of just randomly put over there. So yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and get started on the sidebar. So like I said, I put down the little plate of ghost cookies to cover up the thankful thought with a Glam Planner foiled boo overlay on it, and then I went ahead and grabbed 2 of the habit trackers that come in the, did I even say what kit this was? I'm using the Pastel Halloween kit from ScribblePrintsCo. Whoops, I'm really bad at this, aren't I? You miss 1 week and you become just so rusty. But yeah, I'm using the 2 habit trackers from the kit, and then I'm using the face mask and heart little icons that also come in the kit to mark my 2 habits. Then after that, I grabbed a squared off fancy box along with 2 of the photo corner overlays. Oh my gosh, what is happening? From ScribblePrintsCo just to jazz it up a little bit. And then I used a Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows book from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that this week would be the week that I was finishing rereading the Harry Potter series, aside from Cursed Child. And I did, as of recording this, I am done reading it, and I'm very emotional about it. Feel sort of empty inside, but don't want to admit it to myself because that sounds kind of sad, and I'm trying my best not to just start all over because I do have a lot of other lovely books that need reading, but I will miss Harry and his friends and all the magic. I need more magic in my life. I'm lacking a lot of it. So yeah, that is what that box is there for. Does not, okay. Anyway, so after that, I grabbed a thick piece of washi and a to-do header, put that on top, and then grabbed 2 ombre heart checklists for my to-do list, and to cover up one of the heart checklists that didn't fit all the way on the bottom, I used another piece of washi, and then I went ahead and just filled everything out. All the pens and tools and stickers I use will be linked down below, so if you're curious about any of it, or if I don't mention where a sticker is from, all the shops are linked down below in the description bar. Oh, look at that. We are wasting no time and just jumping into things. So the first thing on Monday I wanted to put down was a payday. These are far and few between, so I was like, I need to put this down. I got paid from Shopify. So for anyone who's made a purchase, my wallet and I thank you, and my lunches at school thank you. So I use the payday flag that comes in the kit to mark that, and then I use like a whiteout sort of pen to just cover up some of those little dots so it didn't look as weird. Then after that, I grabbed a credit card foil icon from ScribblePrintsCo to mark that I had to file a claim with PayPal because Gobstone Alley is just a shit show. Sorry for cursing, but it is what it is, you know, and you just gotta call it like you see it. There's just like no communication. I will talk about it in a video. They did finally ship it like around on the 5th of this week, and it still says just like label is created. I don't know. I will get into it in that video because I still will unbox it. I did see some like not sneaks of it, but I did see some opinions saying it wasn't that great. I really want to watch Cherry's video, but I want to be surprised. Otherwise, I feel like my opinions won't be my own, and I want it to be my own opinions. So yeah, I marked that, had to file a claim, then escalated it at the end of the week or something like that. Ugh, it's such a nightmare. I just never want to subscribe to any more boxes ever again. I am a subscription box jinx, but I digress. So after filing a claim, I did go to class and I worked on my skeletal lab for A&P lab, obviously. So I used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji and a little lab coat to mark that. Then after that, I just marked some lunch at Au Bon Pain with a mini meal sticker that comes with the kit. Then moving down to the end of the day, I did spend most of the day during my commute and my break between classes reading Deathly Hallows. So I used a half box sticker along with this Hufflepuff Jess drawn by Kittenish Jess to mark that I did that pretty much all day. Then when I got home, I wanted to start this this plan with me. So I needed to film a plan with me, and I used a filming camera icon, foiled icon from ScribblePrintsCo. Guys, I'm like really rusty at this. I should not take any more weeks off. And then the last thing I did that day while I was filming my plan with me was watching Barbie's Dreamhouse Adventures up like really late into the night, and I think I paused one of the episodes and I was like, now's a good time to go to sleep. So when I like replayed it, when I like finished it on Tuesday, literally I only had 30 seconds left and the entire series was over and I was so bummed. But yeah, so to mark that, I used a larger TV icon. I was so happy that it was pink because Barbie and pink work so perfectly together, and I marked that. Apologies for being super duper scatterbrained. I don't know why I'm talking my thoughts out of order, but from here on out, I will try to keep my thoughts concise. But yeah, that was a Monday. Moving on to Tuesday, I ended up sleeping in until noon, like woke up at 12 p.m., which is great, but I don't like it. My sleep schedule is really, really messed up and I need to figure out a way to fix it. But it was nice to get all of that rest, so I used a Fox and Cactus girl in her pajamas to mark that I slept until noon. Then I needed to do a lot of just random to-dos that didn't take very long, and it's just like things I didn't finish last week on my to-do list. So to kind of sum it all up and put it together, I grabbed a quarter box along with a house foiled icon also from ScribblePrintsCo to mark all of my random to-dos under one little thing. I did have to pick up a little bit of the Fox and Cactus Girl just to squish it up a little bit more, because sometimes I find when I put down a character sticker and then either like a label or a quarter box, it looks really weird with that like large amount of space between the label and the writing that I did for the other activity. So yeah, I had to move it up a little bit. Then after that, I wanted to mark that I got some happy mail from a shop on Etsy called Amos Plush and Pins. If you guys haven't seen it on my Instagram, it is a really cool pin shop. She has very unique pins, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on one that she restocked, which was the Weasley clock. I do have a picture of it up on my Instagram if you guys want to see it. It's really, really cool, and it has spinning parts, and I love things that are interactive. It just makes me so happy. It's like the most beautiful and epic sort of, not fidget spinner, but like those like fidget cubes and things like that. I don't know. I just like to twirl things. But after that, so I used a, what is it? A box icon, a little icon from the kit to mark that. And I'm just now noticing that I used two yellow icons like really close to each other, which I'm surprised I didn't notice when I was doing this, but it's kind of bothering me a little bit now. But when everything's filled in, I guess I won't notice. So after that, I used a Whimsical Cat Studio Girl to mark that I read more Deathly Hallows that day. And then after that, I was like, I need to put this book down and work on some orders. So I grabbed a iPad and Apple Pencil sticker from Paper and Milk to mark that I pretty much worked on all the orders. I didn't finish them, did I? No, I didn't finish them because something was going wrong with my iPad and my computer, and I couldn't get the files to like send. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not finishing orders today. Then after that, I went to go get tacos with my friend Carla, and we just always accidentally, it's not even like accidentally on purpose. We just like always make plans to go get tacos on a Tuesday. We love it. It's so good. I love my tacos so much. So I used a Once More with Love munchkin to mark that. And then we kind of got through the tacos really fast, and we hadn't hung out for a while because we're both always like studying. Her more so than me, but we're just always like busy, busy, busy. So we were like, let's keep hanging out. And it's like, okay. So we went to Tim Hortons. I had coffee at like 8 o'clock at night, which, you know, is always a great thing. And then we were just like chatting and having super deep conversations the way me and Carla can have. It's a lot about talking about like energy and like astrology and things like that. It's really, really fun and interesting. So yeah, I just love hanging out with Carla. So to mark that, I was going to use like a coffee sticker to mark going to Tim Hortons, and then like a chatty like the BFF sticker, but I don't know. I just really liked this Keenan print sticker with the giant coffee, and it says coffee break. So I used that to mark everything together, and I wrote Tim Hortons and late night chats. I didn't write with Carla because I didn't write with Carla, but I ended up putting with Carla because it was going to fit better under Taco Tuesday. So on Wednesday, I had class once again, and I was super duper tired because I didn't get home until midnight. And you guys know I didn't fall asleep till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up for class around 9. So as I was walking to school, did I have a cup of coffee? Oh my God, I did. I did have a cup of coffee in the morning before I left for school. And then as I was walking to school, I passed Starbucks. And I was like, no, I don't need it. And I literally like walked backwards on the street. I walked like backwards as if I was in like a comedy, like a sitcom. And you're watching this character, and she's the quirky one, and she just like sees the Starbucks and then backs up right into it. Like that's how I walked into Starbucks. And I was like, I have credits on my Starbucks app. Treat myself to maple pecan latte. So good. Deserves the hype of a pumpkin spice latte, but it just doesn't have it. It doesn't have the backing of the basic people in the world, but it's so much better than a pumpkin spice latte. Don't at me. It's just really good. So I used a Moonlight Paper Co. Starbucks sticker to mark that. Then after that, I marked that, of course, I read more Deathly Hallows. It is a really big book, and it's so like interesting. I mean, I know the first part of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows is kind of like known as the movie where they just spend all their time in a forest, but if you read the book, it's so interesting, and there's so much coming at you from every angle, and I love it so much. So I was like, I need to keep reading. Yeah, so I used a Paper and Milk Morrow sticker reading a book to mark that. Then when I got home, I just kind of relaxed and YouTube binged the Jake Paul series by Shane Dawson. I'm not a fan of Jake Paul, but I'm a fan of Shane Dawson. I'm not like into this series. It's kind of boring, and I don't get the point. Like I don't get where he's going, but still I'm like, I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. What else is there to watch? So I was binge watching that. Then I love when I put in shave, because then you know it's like real rough. So I used a Munchkin holding the YouTube play button to mark the YouTube binge, and then I used another Munchkin shaving her legs to mark that I needed to shave. Because when you and your sister are comparing whose leg hair is longer, you know it's time to shave. So I put that in. And I also took an extra long shower, but putting in Shave Girl was really, really funny. Then after I showered and was clean and hair-free, I used another Paper and Milk iPad sticker to mark finishing up some orders. I got my iPad and my laptop to become friends again, and then the files all decided to export. And then after that, me and my mom ordered Bennett's birthday present, and we shipped it off to Andrea and Nick. He already got it. He looks so cute in it. My mom was like, why they couldn't wait for his birthday to open it. Gotta love my mom. No, I probably wouldn't have waited either if someone was mailing me a stroller. But they like it, so I'm super duper happy. I can't wait to see Bennett. I'm like really, really excited. He's such a little like, like on FaceTime, he hangs up on me. He looks at me like his mother looks at me. Although I think Andrea loves, like, she shows her face kind of softens now, but Bennett's just like, who is this woman? And I love it so much. It's so cute. But yeah, so I marked that using a label and another foiled icon of a present. And then after that, I used a TV icon. All of my foiled like icon stickers are from ScribblePrintsCo, unless I say otherwise, because it's kind of getting redundant to say ScribblePrintsCo. So I used a TV sticker to mark that I binge watched some episodes of Jersey Shore. It's absolutely fabulous. Vinny and Polly got married, and I'm just like, that is the most beautiful thing that I needed right now. Like, this made my day. It showed me hope in this world, and I loved it. And then the last thing I did was film my bookshelf tour, which is up on my channel already. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for it. I don't know if I like filmed it well or if I talked too much, but like every little detail of my bookshelf is up in that video. So if you guys want to see that, go ahead and check it out. And for that, I did use a munchkin holding a camera to mark that. Also, I totally didn't mention, but the countdown stickers down at the bottom washi are from Rose Colored Days. I just didn't put them on camera for some reason and completely forgot about them until we got to the bottom of Wednesday. But moving on to Thursday. Thursday is the day that my car got pampered and I got all of the adulting done. I did wake up. I was trying to wake up early, but I just couldn't do it. Like, I went to sleep really late, and when you have to wake up early, but you don't really have to, like, you just want to, it's really hard not to keep hitting snooze. So I woke up at 8, 8:15, 8:30, 8:45, and then 9:30. So needless to say, I was really, really tired of hearing my alarm go off. So I used a Glam Planner teeny sticker that's just like in a blanket, and it says nope, and wrote give me coffee, because I really needed coffee to like get my day going. And then as soon as I finished my last sip, I put some pants on and drove off to the DMV for the third or fourth time, I can't remember anymore, to get my car registered in the state of New York, which is apparently a really difficult thing to do, especially if it's a leased car. So I used a large car icon from the kit to mark that. Then I did a few like things here and there for my car after getting it registered. The DMV like broke down. That's kind of funny to say, but their like number system was broken, so they had to line us up like elementary school style in our different like sections. And it was really funny because people were like, you're cutting, and I'm like, no one cares enough to cut, like we're all adults here and things like that. But it went by pretty fast. I got my car registered, then I went straight to the mechanic to get the license plates changed. And I love Texas for not caring about wanting their license plates back, so I get to keep them. I'm probably gonna put them up somewhere. I don't know where, but I really want to hang them up. I think it'll look really, really cool. And then I also got an oil change at the same time. I got my air pressure checked, and then oh yeah, a car inspection, all of that. It's all a great time. And my old friend from childhood was working there, so I think he gave me like a really good discount, and so I threw like a tip at him. We're like really old friends, so I was just like, take the money, and like I drove off in my car, because that's the only way when your friends do favors for you, do they get their tip. Then after that, I was driving home, and my car hasn't had a car wash inside or out since like months and months before I even left Texas. So I was like, I think after all this, like my car deserves a little treat. And so I got my car washed and detailed, and I marked that using a foiled car icon. Then when I finally got home, I needed to edit my bookshelf tour because I really wanted to get it up on Thursday, but I tried doing a voiceover and editing it like 3 times before I realized that it would just be easier to edit the video and do the voiceover on the computer like I do for my Plan With Me's, because the other way was just really long and I was talking so much, kind of like I do in these videos, but in a bookshelf tour. Like nobody cares that much in a bookshelf tour. They just want to see it, tell them where it's from, and then move on with your life. So yeah, I used a pattern label along with a munchkin on a laptop to mark editing, and then I wanted what was I doing? I think I was working on some mood boards, and then I was just doing random stuff on my computer. I really can't remember what, but I used a Maro on a laptop with a little cactus on its desk to mark just like that little chunk of time. I put it by itself, but then I thought it really needed something, so I grabbed a thin piece of washi and then put the sticker back on top. And then at the end of the day, I did get some ScribblePrintsCo Happy Mail, so I used an envelope foiled sticker to mark that. Friday ended up being a study day for me, and I did end up doing like a lot of other things on Friday too, like other things that I needed to mark. So I didn't get to do that really fun thing with the piece of washi to mark out a huge chunk of time, but I did study for about 7 or 8 hours, and I used a pattern half box along with this like smiling munchkin, like this smiling study munchkin. I feel like all the other ones I've ever used are super stressed and like but the smiling one kind of like it represented the study because I wasn't in a rush. I was ahead, like I had plenty of time, like I'm not like stressing over a test or anything, so I figured I'd use the happy one because it like represented that time more accurately than the one that's like So after that, I used a $ foiled icon to mark that my Honda payment was due. So I paid that. Didn't pay that till like midnight because I almost forget. That didn't make any sense. I almost forgot, but then I went to go fill in Friday in my planner, and then it said Honda due in my TN, and I was like, oh, I should pay that. So after that, I published my bookshelf tour. So I used a Mandy Dreams glitter film slate icon, and I couldn't choose between this pink or this blue glitter film slate. I feel like I always want all the colors of the kit to be dispersed. So there was just a lot of pink going on up there, and I was like, I need blue. So I used the blue glitter film slate to mark that. Then after that, I wanted to mark that literally while I was studying. Like I would do a chapter, not a chapter, I would do a section of a chapter and then like play Hogwarts Mystery because they released like, I think they released something new, or like they continue their year 5 chapters. So I was really excited that there was new content because for a while there was nothing, and I even just stopped playing the classes because I was like, I don't really feel like it right now. So I used a Grin and Bear It Hufflepuff bear to mark that, but before that I did put down a label to mark that I went to get pho with my sister and her boyfriend, and I didn't want to cover up the little bear's legs, so I decided to kind of like measure out how much room I would need to write in Hogwarts Mystery and then put the label down. And I did end up having to move the bear because just like Starbucks, for some reason, I even said Starbucks, just like Starbucks, for some reason I can't fit the S. Like it just like always happens that it's Hogwart. And I ended up ripping the sticker, which is really, really sad, so I had to undo it. But I wanted to move up the sticker so I could fit the S because Starbucks is okay. It's not a big deal, but Hogwart, that's not happening. So after that, I did put down the label. Before that, I put down the new little Grin and Bear It sticker, and then I put down a munchkin eating some pho and putting in some hot sauce because whenever I go eat pho, I put in like the chili garlic sauce. When I was with Andrea, I put in the sriracha. I'm not the biggest fan of sriracha, but this place had sriracha and chili and garlic sauce, so I just dumped in the whole thing. Of course, every time I go, also, like, the bottles get sort of, like, stuck. So I pour a little bit, and then it gets stuck, and I'm always really dumb, and I just keep squeezing at it, and then, like, a whole, like, blob of hot sauce ends up in it, and it's super spicy, which I'm okay with, but it's just, like, I overdo it. I overdo the level of spice. When it could have been perfect, it's now a little bit too spicy. After the dinner, when I got home, I tried studying some more, but it was just like my concentration was just shot. I need to be studying like uninterrupted nonstop because if I like that's just how my brain works, unfortunately. So when we got back, I decided to have a face mask. I decided to put on a face mask. Did I even do that? Oh my God, what a lie. I didn't even do that. I just realized I never actually put a face mask on. I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning this night, and I was reading Deathly Hallows, but I did shower and then I straightened my hair, but there was no face mask. There was no like extra beautification in the shower with like scrubs and stuff, so I don't know. That feels like a lie, and I'm very uncomfortable now. I do not like lies in my planner. And but I kind of don't even want to put like a nope over it. So I guess we leave the lie, or do I go back in and put the nope? What would you guys do? Because I guess right now it like doesn't really matter, but like I don't know. Let me know what you would do, because I don't really want to take it out. I don't even remember what else I would put in there, and I don't want to put a nope over it, but maybe I should, because in like a year from now, I'm going to be like, yeah, I had a face mask that day, and it was just a lie. But anyway, so I read Deathly Hallows, was up till 5 o'clock in the morning, and then the next morning I did set my alarm for 10 a.m. because I didn't want to sleep in late, because we had plans on Saturday, very exciting ones. So the first thing I marked was morning coffee. I did have 2 cups of coffee because I was extremely tired after 5 hours of sleep. So I used this morning coffee sticker that came on a freebie from Paper and Milk. I do have the full sheet, but I decided to use up the freebie that I have in my little sticker book. Then I grabbed a munchkin with some pumpkins to mark that I paid my sister for some of the spoopy things we're going to do for the weekend before Halloween. I am very, very excited to dress up. I haven't dressed up for Halloween since high school, so I'm just happy to go somewhere that I can wear a costume. And then after that, before we ended up leaving for dinner, I did read some more of Deathly Hallows. I had 3 or 4 chapters left, and I didn't want to stop in the middle of like having 1 chapter left or things like that. So I stopped reading, and then I just got ready. I made myself all cute, wore my little mustard yellow headband to show my Hufflepuff pride, because we were going to the Cauldron in New York City. They have a pop-up. The original one is in London. It's that sort of bar or like interactive experience of making cocktails, but it's like a potions class, which is really cool because you guys have known, I've said for like a million times, if I wanted to be good at any class, it would be potions. So to make like magical cocktails and things like that, I was so excited that they were coming to New York, and I jumped on it. I think they've only been open for like 2 weeks, so yeah. But before that, we did go get some dinner nearby at a place called Broadstone Bar and Grill. It was really good. We had like a lot of their like small shareable plates, and everything was just absolutely delicious. And to mark that, I used a munchkin with a fork and knife. Then to mark the Cauldron experience, I used a Chic Street Sticker Boutique little like foiled post-it kind of thing. And then it was really cute because the blonde girl in this kit, one of these scribblers, was in a witch costume, which I thought was perfect because the Cauldron is very witchy. It was so much fun. If you guys can like go to it in London or in New York, I highly recommend it if you're into Harry Potter. I think I out-geeked the people who worked there, which was kind of funny. My sister's boyfriend came, and he was like calling over our potions master. He was calling him over and was like, so about employment. And I was like, stop it, stop it, stop it. I was like really embarrassed because at that point I had realized that I was being like too geeky. But it was a really great time. I loved the potions. It was just fun. There was one that was like a fireball and it lit on fire. Hopefully I can do a vlog on it, like a story time vlog, and show you guys some of the clips and stuff I took. But it was a really good time, and if you're into Harry Potter and potions and drinking, they do have non-alcoholic stuff, which I think is like would still be a lot of fun because you get to do magic. It's so cool. You guys know I was like, love it. I was in my happy place there. So after that, I came home, and of course I couldn't sleep, and I also had a really bad stomach ache, whether it's from the alcohol, which I wouldn't be surprised. I know, I hear you, Andrea, I hear you, but I had a really bad stomach ache, and I was up all night, so I got home, I changed, I took a shower, and then I finished reading Deathly Hallows, and I finished reading the Harry Potter series. It took 8.5 months, but here we are, and I'm not going to get mushy because I can easily fall down that rabbit hole, so I finished it. I'm so happy and sad. It's very bittersweet. I want to jump in and start reading Philosopher's Stone again, or Sorcerer's Stone. I was just looking at my Hufflepuff books, but I'm not going to do it. I have a ton of books I need to read, like I said before. So yeah, so to mark finishing Deathly Hallows, I decided to spruce it up with a foiled wand sticker, the Elder Wand, how appropriate, from the Simply Watercolor Co. and what is it? And Viv loves to plan collab. Sorry, Viv. I was like blanking for a second. And then I used a Glam Planner lolly sticker that just looks pooped to mark that I was up all night. I was not in bed. I like did not fall asleep till 8 a.m. and I was surprised I even fell asleep then. Last but not least, on Sunday, I slept in, so I used this emoji just like snoozing away because I was asleep until 4 p.m. and the only reason I woke up is because my sister woke me up. And then I saw I had a missed FaceTime call from Nick, so I was like, oh no, what happened? And I saw it was only 7 minutes ago, so I was like, let me call them back. And so I was on FaceTime with Andrea and Nick. I was helping Nick figure out all of his coffee stuff because he got an espresso, and I'm like, I'm here to enable all of the new coffee addicts. It's a problem. We have meetings, but it's really good. And I was like, you need to use this milk. And then and he like showed me that apparently like the frother has options, and I was like, what? Mind blown. Which reminds me, I need to YouTube the different frothing options because I'm just completely like, I don't understand any of it, but I'm going to try to because I want to make the best cup of coffee that I can. So I used another munchkin, well, I used a munchkin on FaceTime to mark that. Then me and my sister were just chilling, and we decided to watch Halloween Town. So I marked that using a scribbler dressed as Sarah Sanderson from the little Hocus Pocus sheet, because I thought that was the most appropriate. And then I did play Hogwarts Mystery throughout the day, so I used a Fox and Cactus Hufflepuff girl to mark that. And then the last few things for the day, I needed to finish filming this plan with me, so I used a foiled sort of film strip icon to mark that, and I needed to finish up some mood boards for Andrea and stuff like that. So I used a little piece of washi and a Happy Dia laptop and mouse sticker. And I'm realizing I should have done this swapped, the last two things swapped, because I ended up watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Was going to watch Part 2, but I was trying to go to bed on time, so I used a half box sticker along with the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows script that comes in a set from my shop, so you guys can get that if you would like. So I did put down, where was my thought process there? Oh yeah, but I did watch Deathly Hallows first and then work on mood boards, but I just put them opposite for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I used a piece of washi just to cover up that little bit of white space that was going to be caused by the rounded corners, and then I added some foiled photo corners to the half box to just jazz it up a little bit because I didn't use a Harry Potter themed sticker. I thought this was also going to mark that I watched both parts of Deathly Hallows, but it's a pretty long movie and I spent a lot of my time just watching it, so I feel like it deserved a half box either way. And like I said, I probably should have switched these around because I did my mood boards afterwards, but it's okay, I'll remember. No, I won't. But yeah, and then I just went ahead and did my little mood board, work on mood boards contraption sticker arrangement over there. And ta-da! Ta-da! Here we have the week in full, and here is a little Viv wiggle for you, a super silvery one. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed with this kit and how everything turned out. The colors are gorgeous, and this was a really good week, which is nice for a change because I feel like the last 2 weeks have not ended on a great note, but I had a really wonderful week, and I'm looking forward to the next one, which is going to be super exciting because I get to see Bennett, yeah, and Andrea and Nick and like everybody, but like Bennett, I'm so excited. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!